exciting.
Okay, I'm Emily, and I am, well, as she said, I'm a professional florist, or I prefer floral designer, technicalities. But I have been doing this for about 17 plus years, and the last 11 years here in New York, and so I've seen it all. But what I would love to do is inspire people to do their own flowers, because not everyone has these lavish New York budgets, as we all know.
Yeah.
And we don't always have these huge big spaces that we need to fill out, but flowers are much more accessible and fun to play with once you get started, as long as you know a few tricks and tips. So that's what we're gonna do.
I'm so excited because she was like, do you have anything small? And I'm like, I'm so bad at styling small. So I had my 2 vases that my friend let me borrow this one. But Emily went around my house and was like, let's use this, let's use this. So I'm so excited to get started.
So we stole a drinking glass out of her cupboard, which, look how cute it is. It's got like all this etched design in it. It's perfect for a small arrangement. We also found this little cutie.
This one was so good. She's like, oh, that's perfect. I'm like, wait, this one? Are you sure?
Don't underestimate the little guys, because they just like, I always say, like, don't underestimate the power of like one little stem or one little bouquet, because it just can really like lift your mood.
So you guys know I have like maybe 80% of my house is recycled candles.
I love it.
So I had just popped this one in the freezer to pop all the wax out, and I think it might be a nice pop of color for the photo shoot. So we're gonna try to work with this one, and I think it will match well with the colors I chose too.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So it's most important to get flowers that you love. Like, hands down, because if you love the flowers in the store, you're gonna love them when you get home. If you're like, oh, everyone loves carnations, but I don't love carnations, although I will tell you that you should love carnations, and maybe I can convince you later, but get stuff that you love, because then you'll for sure love it at home, no matter how your arrangement turns out, because you're starting with something beautiful that you love. I love like this pale color. And like carnations, like if you were to put them in like a tall arrangement with baby's breath and they were like, that's dated, but we're not going to do that. Yeah. So,
and I liked this one, like it kind of brought out the color in the middle of this one. That's what I was
thinking.
My that was my thought.
No,
the contrasting color.
That's such a perfect tip and such a perfect segue, because I'm always telling people, if you don't know what colors to pick, look for the bridge. So she looked in the color.
And you didn't tell me that.
I didn't tell you this because I didn't want to overwhelm you, but you knew immediately. Is you look for the bridge to like link the 2 colors together. So
I'm
intuitive.
I'm not intuitive. I feel like I'm on the Today Show and I'm like, Hoda, like, teach me.
But another thing that I like is that she got various sizes.
Oh,
so
that's good. And then I got eucalyptus. I love this eucalyptus.
Yeah.
This one. And you know what the Trader Joe's person told me? She said Trader Joe's is really good because they get all their flowers fresh in the morning. I did not
so
know
go
that.
in the morning.
Did not know, and I only spent, I think, under $20. So Emily told me, put your budget in mind, so I'm like, I'm gonna do $20, and
yeah.
I am very excited to see how this all turns out.
Start with probably the taller arrangements,
okay.
And then we'll move to the shorter ones. That's also a pro tip. You don't want to start with your small ones, because sometimes when you're working with flowers, the stems will break and pop off, and then they're perfect to keep for the little guys.
That is smart.
Fun photo shoot tomorrow, and flower food will help open up the flowers. So if you want them to like open up slowly and last longer, maybe don't give them food, because it's like a little shot of sugar. But if you want them to last longer and open up more slowly, don't give them the shot of sugar. So first thing I want to ask you, Khrystyne, do you like things kind of loose and airy? What's your style?
Yeah, probably loose and airy.
Okay, perfect. So
like not too like I don't like the trying hard look.
Yes.
I like the
more loose, like
yes,
like you
natural.
Just went out into the garden in New York City.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is grab some greenery.
Oh, this one probably needs water too.
Oh yeah, that does need water.
Wait, so I do have a question, because
yes.
I don't believe you. I want to show them again. This is how many flowers I have.
That's it.
Do you think that this is enough to do these 2 big ones and have more for small ones?
Absolutely.
See, that's going to blow my mind.
Challenge accepted.
That's for the shoot.
The other thing that's really important to know is you don't want to put your flowers in a dirty vase.
Oh, okay.
So if you wouldn't drink out of it, your flowers aren't going to last as long, because it's already dirty, and what kills flowers fastest is bacteria.
Maybe I should go wash this one.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Got it. It's dirt. It's just dirt.
Yeah, it's just dirt. Mine is we never want to have leaves that submerge into the water, because that's another thing that will help bacteria breed faster. So, for instance, like this, I love this, But this little stem down here, we're gonna get 2 cuts out of this. So this is how you make your flowers go a lot farther, is because you're gonna trim. And so I have 1 stem here, but I actually have 4. That's kind of hard to show, but anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. We do need to cut our stems on an angle. I think add some more to yours because the mouth of your vase is a little bit bigger. Hers is probably like 5 inches across, and mine's probably like 3.5. So she'll need a few more stems. It's also good to know where it's gonna end up. So where is this one? Was this gonna be by the bar, or was this?
I think this one's made by the bar. I like this texture.
And where were we thinking this?
This one might be on the dining room table.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So let's add a little bit of the white aster, just as like a little bit of a filler, because what we're doing is we're creating a base to then like put in the bigger, showier flowers. You always want to look closely and make sure there's no mold on the stems, and you also want to make sure that the petals aren't bruised or like look like they're sad and wilty, because that's not a good sign.
Though I did carry them on the train, so I was like, oh man, hopefully
they're okay. Totally. Okay, so as you can see on this one, if the same rule applies, we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuts off of this.
Okay.
And you're gonna do the same.
Okay.
This is how we stretch our budget.
Nice.
So it doesn't look maybe like much when we start, and then leave 1 long on the stem. So another hot tip, if you have your vase, you wanna kind of figure out where you need to cut it, you can hold it like this and go up and down, and then you cut it at the table. Then you can cut it a little more confidently versus like just, I hope this works.
That's what I do every time. I hope this works.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
Emily, how did you start doing this? I want to know more about.
Oh my gosh. There was this event at a museum in my hometown. They were raising money for an art museum, and they flew in the guy who does the floral arrangements at the Met. And he did a lecture, and my mom got us tickets. I was in high school, and he talked about all these events that he did at the Met and made arrangements at the same time. And it was like the fastest 2 hours of my life, and that was like the first inkling that
I feel like I've never been good at flowers, but maybe I can learn. Maybe I'm feeling inspired that I can grow in them.
Well, and here's the thing, like if I showed you a picture of my first wedding that I did, I'm sorry to one of my best friends growing up, Jessie, you were my first pancake. It's much different. So just like anything, if you grab flowers every week when you're picking up groceries and you try and stretch that muscle, you're going to get better and better at it. Don't worry.
Don't be nice.
Okay,
it doesn't look good.
Here's the other thing. There's always going to be a point in your arrangement when you've hit puberty and like braces and you're like, this is never going to end well. So if you hit that you're right on track.
Okay, good.
Okay?
Good to know.
You just have to keep going. And so carnations are amazing. They last forever. And what I love about them is the color, but also the texture. Think of it as a texture thing versus like if you don't love them as much as roses.
Tissuey.
Yeah. This is like, and you just kind of like gently with your finger. We're doing this because your event is tomorrow and we want it to like have as much color as possible.
Okay.
So see the difference between like this and if you could do a 5-minute PowerPoint on a topic you know a lot about, what would it be? I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
I mean, clearly you would do it on like small space organization, but if you had to think of something else.
I probably would do it on like, if I'm just thinking like right off my head, probably like why you should have children in your life, whether they're your children or not, like the power of children in life, I think is probably what I would do.
I love that.
Because I think that, I don't know, children just make you happy in a way that nothing else can. Even though they make you crazy, they also make you happy. And tired. Yeah, like they're worth those things.
Totally. Oh, I love that. That would be a great PowerPoint.
What would you do yours on?
I think my husband always jokes with me that he's like, you're nosy. And it's not that I'm nosy necessarily, because I feel like that sounds gossipy, but I feel like I could do a fun little PowerPoint on ways to get involved in your community, tips and tricks to like reach out beyond your immediate circle and how to find out about things for your family.
Yeah, that's hard. It takes a lot of time sometimes to find where things are.
Well, and I feel like one of those tips I would share is like surrounding yourself with people that are in the know in different areas, because there's a lot of people that have.
You are so much faster than me. feel free to do anything to mine that you feel like it needs.
Well, yours is much bigger, so we're gonna add more to it. But see, I think we're like good on that one.
That's great. Wait, you gotta show it. It's so, oh my goodness. This is like not even $20. This is what, $5?
Yeah. And what I would do, we'll bring this over, is I would start pulling out, and you can kind of like zhuzh where it is. So it's not even that you're like, just like kind of pull the greenery out, and I would even like, you're not trying to bend it because you don't want it to break, but you want to help it breathe a little bit. See, I just like pulled it down a little bit, and so it makes it. Do that. Yeah. So you can't do that because like with the asters, if you did that, they would break. But like the greenery is a little bit more flexible, and so I would just do that.
So what do you think?
Okay, so
these are the same size.
Another thing I like to do too, if you can put your fist somewhere, you probably need something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we definitely need more flowers.
But we could also just like move some stuff around. Khrystyne, is take pictures of your floral arrangements because it's fun to see your progression as you get a little bit more involved. So now we're gonna layer in this.
Hey, it looks so nice. Okay, I love it.
That's another reason why you want to refill your water every day, change it, or at least fill it back up because they'll drink it. And then anything that's shorter, you want to make sure they're getting some. So we're gonna do the little guys. We're gonna try to get 3 more. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing if we can get that.
Okay. Well, and then I think it like you feel a little more like excited to get flowers because you're like it'll fill my whole apartment.
Yeah.
You know.
And usually I just stick it in there and let it go.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun to do something with your hands. Okay, perfect. So I love the color of the green with the pink. So I'm gonna actually. I don't think we have a ton of this left. Actually, I'll let you do this one because that I think will be really fun to do. Okay. With the color. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to rock the aster.
This is where I always get stuck. So, how do I?
Yeah. You know. So, and I'm just kind of crisscrossing these back and forth, but I did use a tape grid on mine, so it will be a little bit easier since we don't have any more greenery. That's kind of why I chose this.
And that kind of just keeps them.
One client that when I was in charge of, I was sourcing all the flowers for a high-end event and floral company here in the city, and he ordered 26,000 red roses.
26,000?
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
You don't want to know. For a dinner party for 2 in his apartment. I'm serious.
No.
I'm serious. No. Yes.
Wait, what about?
It's like a foam wall that like we pressurized to hit the ceiling and the floor, and then it was just like solid roses. I think there was like 4,000 roses that were the rose petals on the balcony. It was.
Oh my God.
So you can see like you kind of get jaded,
yeah. Like,
you know,
it takes the.
Or it's like you kind of stop thinking that flowers are accessible, and only if you have these like lavish budgets can you do something little.
Oh, that looks so pretty, guys. I'm really
kind of. You can think of it as like a quadrant and kind of like just put flowers back and forth, like this. You already got them pre-cut, which is amazing. And then we'll just like zhuzh them. Mix it as, maybe a little bit. I'll just trim it a little bit. But it's always good to try it first. It's a good goal to remember.
It looks really pretty, actually. I love that.
Yeah, it's just like very simple.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. $20, man. I'm so excited. I didn't think you could do it. I didn't think it was possible.
I love a challenge.
Yeah. That one's my favorite.
I know. I kind of love it. It's just like sweet and it's a cup.
Oh, we have this one.
Oh my gosh, the little guy.
There's one more there.
It is a little tricky. But this would be like a perfect one for like a little bathroom or a shelf. You know, something just adding a little bit of color. I'm so excited. So this week I'm actually rolling out a bunch of new offers for workshops. both in person, live, virtual, and pre-recorded. So if you're going like on a bachelorette party and you're going to be at like a location, you just need to have Wi-Fi or download it in advance and bring your supplies. So I'm super excited about those options. And I also have a floral course that I can teach you the design basics so that when you go to Trader Joe's, you know exactly how to spend your $20 and how to make it go farther and just really enjoy it. So
thank you so much. I'm going to show them really quick all the different ones we made. Guys, look. It looks so good. I love it. Yours is my favorite. That one looks so fun. I can't wait. Oh, thank you so much, Emily. I'm going to tag Emily in this so you guys can find her. But again, I took $20 to Trader Joe's and her instructions. And I bought $20 worth of flowers and we put these together and she helped teach me all these amazing things for our photo shoot for tomorrow. So
I guess my question is, would you do it again?
Oh yeah, this is awesome. I'm like thinking we should do like a girls event. This is so fun.
I know, right? So fun.
Yes, so
okay.
much fun.
Well, it was super fun for me
too.
too.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching.